A girl who collected screams in a town that was small and absurdly polite, where children said please and were tucked in at night, lived a girl with red ribbons and ink in her seams. Her name was Miss Penny, and she collected screams. Not toys, not buttons, not pebbles or strings. She collected the sounds of the terrible things. A creak from an alleyway, a wail in the snow, a sob from a closet where no one should go. She bottled each one in a jar made of glass, labeled by who and the time it would pass. Tuesday 3:12, baby's first fear, mother's last breath still caught in the mirror. Her room was a symphony lined up with dread. Each jar held a scream that someone had shed. They glowed in the dark and they hummed when she slept. And sometimes they laughed and sometimes they wept. Her parents, they never once came to her door. They'd vanished one night through a crack in the floor. No one had screamed, and they fell from the light. But Penny had whispered, "I'll fix that tonight." One evening, a boy named Elijah the crew heard strange little noises while tying his shoe. A hum in the alley, a giggle too shrill. He followed the sound to the house on the hill. Penny sat, grinning with jars all around, and one on her lap made a gargling sound. "I heard you," she said, with her voice like a knife, "when you cried in the woods as they took your dog's life." "I didn't cry," said Elijah, alarmed, but his breath fogged the jar and the glass grew warm. And he just smiled and said with a gleam, "Then you wouldn't mind if I borrow that scream." He opened the lid with a twist and a turn, and the scream jumped out, the candle to burn. Elijah fell back with a mouth open wide, and the sound of his terror was bottled inside. Now Penny has jars labeled fresh from the street, with voices from folks she is destined to meet. She walks through the town with a locket of steam, and behind her you'll hear a soft, distant scream.